Guess who's back? Back again. It's Miss Ray. Tell a friend. It's time for math. It's time for math. It's time for math. Okay, sorry. Had to get my little song and dance out. But we're ready to start some math. So let's get going, guys. We're almost done with this whole module. You know what that means? That in a few days you have to take an assessment. You have to take a test. But that's okay, because we still have a few days. We're going to finish out our module. We're going to do a little review, and then you'll be ready for this test. I know we had a break, but that's okay. We're ready to start again. Here we go. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Here we go. Lesson 28. I can add a pair of 2-digit numbers with varied sums in the ones. Now, I know we're used to adding the 10, making the next 10, or we're going to look at the ones a little bit today, but we're also going to look at the sums of n too. So still kind of doing what we're supposed to be doing, or what we've been doing before break. Now we're just going to look at a different strategy, see which one makes sense. Remember, I showed you guys some different strategies in our last lesson. Excuse me. You were going to use whatever strategy you had to done. Today we're going to look at another strategy. So let's get started. I don't know if my hat will stay on. I don't think so. Sorry, my hair's too big today. A little big today. All right, here we go. Let's look at our application problem. Oh, what's that bottom say? We're going to use the read, draw, write method. Here we go. So first thing I'm going to do is read. Make sure you have a board, something to erase with, something to write with, because you are going to work it out also. Here we go. Anton had some crowns in his desk. His teacher gave him 2 more. When he counted all of his crowns, he had 16 crowns. How many crowns did Anton have in his desk originally? Okay, so we read it. Now let's draw it out. So let's go back and see what we can draw. Anton had some crowns in his desk. We don't know how many crowns are in his desk. I'm going to do a tape diagram. So I'm going to put in his desk. So in for in. All right. His teacher gave him 2 more. And I'm going to put M for more. When he counted all of his crowns, all of them, he has 16 crowns. There's my total. How many crowns did Anton have in his desk originally? Well, we don't know that, but we can figure it out. Okay, we can do this a couple of ways. We could say there's some crowns in his desk. We add 2 more and we get 16. That's a lot of counting to get to 16. Okay, well, let's switch it around. He had 16 total crowns. Let's take the 2 his teacher gave him away and see how many are left. Can we do that? We can do that. So we can count backwards. 16, 15, 14. How many did he have? 14. Let's see if I can draw 14 in my mystery number. Here we go. Ready? Ooh, that was close. That's a lot. So 14 plus 2 equals 16. I can count on 14, 15, 16. Or 16 minus 2 equals 14. Did we draw it? Yep. Did we write it? Oh, we didn't finish it. We didn't answer the question. How many crowns did Anton have in his desk originally? He had 14 crayons in his desk. Now we've got it written out in number sentence and statement. So now we can check that off. Now we've solved our problem, friends. Good job, detective. You know that he had 14 crowns in his desk originally. The teacher gave him 2 more, and he had a total of 16 crowns altogether. All right, you can erase your board. We're not doing our fluency today, so I need you to be ready to get working. So I'm going to pause, get our video ready, and then we'll get started. Okay, friends, I've got my whiteboard ready to go. I've got my marker and eraser, and I'm ready to go. They may tell you we need something different. Let's see if we need something different. If you have it, great. If you don't have it, guess what? It's okay. We can draw it out. You can help me with the video. We have options, okay? So let's get started and see what we need. Make sure my volume's all the way up. Oh gosh. What is going on with my volume? Nope, we're up all the way. All the way.
Oh, hey there, mathematician.
Hey, miss.
Second year. Ready to guide you to another math
Oh,
lesson.
no, sorry, hold on.
I'm so excited to smile with you all today.
Pause.
Today,
I'm so sorry, friends. I have no idea what just happened. Just kind of disappeared. I'm going to back up our video just a teeny bit so we didn't miss anything.
I'm so excited to smile with you all today. Today, we are going to be adding 2-digit numbers. On the screen, to the left, you will see the materials that you will need for today's lesson.
Do you need those?
Go ahead and press pause to gather what you need.
Because we can draw it out.
Right here waiting when you get back.
If you have them, you can use them, but we can draw it out.
Did you get what you need?
We did.
Well, if you're ready, let me hear you say, ooh, oh yeah, I'm ready.
Ooh, oh yeah, I'm ready.
Well, what are we waiting for?
Don't know. What
Let's
are we waiting
get
for?
started.
Let's do this.
Mathematicians, you all have learned so many different strategies that we can use to add 2-digit numbers. You have learned about the adding like units strategy. You have also learned about adding tens or ones for a strategy. And you have also learned about the making the next 10 strategy. Today, we're going to have a chance to review all 3 of those strategies, and then mathematicians will get to play the game. I am so excited for today's lesson. First, let's review the adding like unit strategy. The adding like unit strategy is when we add the tens with the tens and the ones.
Okay, so let's write this problem down. 24 plus 13.
As I solve, 24 plus 13 equals something. So first, I need to break apart my numbers and create a number line.
Okay, so
I know that I can break apart 24
to make
into
20 and
20.
4. Because we have
And
2
4.
tens and 4 ones.
How can we break apart 13, mathematicians?
10 and 3. Because we have 1 10 and 3 ones.
We can break apart 13 into 10 and 3. I'm using different colors so that we can clearly see how I'm adding my tens with my tens and my ones with my ones. So let's go ahead and add our tens with our tens.
Okay, so I'm going to circle my 10s.
Plus 10.
And we know that's 30. Because we have 2 tens and 1 10. 1, 2, 3. We know that 3 tens is this value of 30, or has the value of 30.
20 plus 10 equals 30. Great. So now we added our tens with our tens. Now we need to add our ones with our ones.
So we'd say
So we have
4 plus 3 equals, we know our
plus
facts,
3
7.
equals 7. Now
not
we're ready to
done.
add everything together.
We're going to add these two together.
We have 30 plus 7
30 plus 7, 1. 37.
equals 37.
Remember, when in doubt, draw it out.
And this mathematician is the adding like unit strategy. Remember, we add our tens with our tens and our ones with our ones.
Now, I'm going to pause just for a second because I don't think we actually talked about this strategy. And if we did, we didn't spend a whole lot of time on it. So let's do one more so we can see another example of it. Okay, so I'm going to do, let's see, I'm going to do 37 plus 12. Okay, so I'm going to break this apart. 3 tens make 30, 7 ones. I'm going to break this one apart. 1 10, 2 ones. Okay, I'm going to add my tens together. 30 plus 10 equals, and if you need help counting these or adding these up, you can draw it out. 30 plus 10 is 40. Now I'm going to add my ones together. 7 plus 2, 7, 8, 9. Okay, not done because now I got to add these two together. My tens and my ones. 40 is 4 tens, 9 is 9 ones, so my answer would be 49. Okay, now if you don't believe me, you can go back and check and draw out 37 and 12. Let's move these two over here. 7 and 2 more make 9, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 tens, 9 ones, 49. Okay, so now let's go to the next strategy that Miss Duckett's going to talk about, which is the adding tens or ones first strategy.
Now let's review the adding tens or the adding ones first strategy. Watch me as I solve 24 plus 16 equals something. I'm going to start off with the adding tens first strategy. I'm going to break apart my second adding. I can break apart 16 into 10 and 6.
Because I have 1
Watch
10 and 6
as I
ones.
make a number line. Now that I've broken apart 16, I'm ready to begin adding. Remember, I'm using the adding tens first strategy. So I'm going to add 10 to 24.
And remember,
24
you can always draw
plus
this
10
out to help you.
equals. Mathematicians, what's 24 plus 10?
3 tens, 4 ones, 34.
24 plus 10
See how quick I can do
equals
that when I draw it out?
34. As a mathematician, I know that I haven't finished adding yet. What do I still have left to add?
We still have our 6
mathematicians?
left over.
If you were thinking 6, you're correct. I still need to add my ones. So my main number sentence would be
6 more.
34 plus 6.
Look at that. Made it 10.
What's 34 plus 6?
4 tens.
34 plus 6 equals 40. So this is the adding tens first strategy. But now let's try solving the same problem, but this time add my ones first. 24 plus 16 equals something. I'm still going to break apart my 16, but this time I'm going to write my ones first. 6 and 10.
still equals 110
So now
and 6
I'm
ones.
going to add my 6 to my ones. 24 plus 6
So I can draw that out too.
equals 24 plus 6 equals 30. We made a new 10.
Okay.
Did we finish adding, mathematicians?
Nope, because now we got to add our 10 in.
No. We still need to add our 10s.
They're
30
10.
plus 10 equals 40. So mathematicians, if we add our 10s first, or if we add our 1s first, we still get the same
Answer.
Now let's review the make the next 10 strategy. I'm going to solve 19 plus 15 equals something. When I look at my first addend, which is 19, I notice that it only needs one more to make the next 10, which is 20. So I'm going to break apart 15 into 1 and 14.
I drew it
Now
out so you could see that I added that
make the
1 and
next
had
10
my 14.
by adding 1 to 19. 19 plus 1 equals 20. I made the next 10. Now we can solve 20 plus 14 because we still have 14 left to add.
Mm-hmm. So now I have 1, 2, 3 10s and 4 1s.
What's 20 plus 14, mathematicians? Take a moment to think.
See where helping or drawing it out helps you see it? I added that
20
1
plus 14
and here's my
equals
14.
34.
Made another 10 and then I added my 10s and then my 1s.
If I needed to, I could have broken apart 14 into 10 and 4. And then I could have done 20 plus 10 equals 30. And then 30 and 4 more equals 34. Well, mathematicians, now that we reviewed, it's time for our game. Our game is called Mathagories. This is your chance to practice adding 2-digit numbers using the strategies that we just reviewed. You will need your whiteboard and linking keys if you need them for extra support.
You can draw it out.
The first
10s and
category
1s.
is adding like units.
Okay, remember that's where we
You
add
will
10s
need
and
to
10s,
solve
1s and 1s.
15 plus 20 equals something. I will be solving as well, except I'm going to be solving behind my secret wall. And then, once we have finished solving, then I will reveal my work, and you'll be able to compare your work with mine. Go ahead and begin solving.
Okay, so this is where we're going to break both numbers into number bonds. I'm going to break 15 into 1 10 and 5 1s. I'm going to break my 20 into 20 because I have 2 10s and 0 1s. I'm going to add my 10s together. 10 plus 20 equals 30. I'm going to add my 1s together. Then I'm going to add those two totals together.
Well,
Look at
mathematicians,
that.
go ahead and compare your work with mine.
Does our work
While
look?
comparing, ask yourself, did you break apart both addends and create a number bond?
We did that.
Ask yourself, did you add your 10s with your 10s and your 1s with your 1s?
We did that.
And ask yourself, did you check your work and write your final answer.
Yep.
If you need time to correct your work, you can always press pause and then press play, ready to keep on moving. Let's choose one more category. Let's choose, let's do make the next 10 strategy.
Okay.
Mathematicians, let's solve 16 plus 19 equals something. Remember, you can use your linking keys for extra support if you need to.
And here is where I actually like to use the draw it out method because it helps
Go
me.
ahead and get to work.
And I'm going to pause for a second because this way it's a little harder for me to see in my mind. So I'm going to use a visual this time, and I'm going to make 16. And then I'm going to make 19. And I know that one more makes 20. So I'm going to break 16 into 1 and 15. Because if I take this one away and I put it over here, I have 15 left. Okay. So now I know that this is 20. So I can say 19 plus 1 equals 20 because I have two 10s. But I'm not done because now I have to add my 20 to my 15. So 20 plus 15 equals. So now I have to add, this is where it helps me because I can say 10, 20, 30. So I have 3 10s and I have 5 1s. So that helps me see it. I'm not a number seer. I'm more of a picture seer. So if it to see a picture, draw that quick 10s and 1s out. If you can do all this without drawing the picture, more power to you guys, okay? I'm not one of those people, so I have to draw mine out. So I like to draw mine out to help me. So let's see. Miss Duckett is a little behind because we paused her. But you should have 19 plus 1 equals 20, and then 20 plus 15 equals 35. Because we know that one more makes 20. Okay, we broke it down to 15 and 1. She had 19 plus 1 equals 20. 20 plus 15 equals 35.
Go ahead and compare your work with my work. Ask yourself, did you think about which adding would be simpler to make the next 10 with?
We knew that 19
and
we
how
only
many
needed one more.
that adding needs to get to the next 10?
Mm-hmm.
Ask yourself, did you show a number bond?
We did.
And ask yourself, did you check your work and write your final answer?
We even drew it out to help us, didn't we?
As always, if you need to take time to correct your work, you can always press pause and then press play when you're ready. Wow, mathematicians, you did it. You worked so hard today. Well, now it's time for the problem set. Your must-do problem is number 2, letters A through H. Remember to do your best work for 10 minutes. Here's a cheer for all of your hard work. It's called the roller coaster cheer. It goes like this. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye, Miss Duckett. Okay, let's look at our problem set. And we are going to do number 2. So let's go down here to number 2. Looks like our music's a little slow today. Okay, it says solve using quick 10 drawings, number bonds, or the arrow way. That means I have to see one of those ways on your paper. I have to see one of those ways on your paper. So you're actually going to do A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and H. Okay, you're going to do all of number 2, A through H. But I'm going to look at them with you. I'm going to show you all three of those ways for number one or for A. Okay. My problem is 15 plus 13. I'm going to show you the quick 10 way first. I have 15 and 13. I'm going to move my 3 over here. And I'm going to move my 10 over here. I have 2 10s and 8 1s. I have quick 10s and 1s. Okay. Now, number bond way. You can do this a couple different ways. You can do the 1s and 1s and the 10s and 10s. You can do the add 10 first. You can do the make 10. I'm going to do the same. So I'm going to do 10 and 5 because I have 1 10 and 5 1s, and 10 and 3 because I have 1 10 and 3 1s. I'm going to add my 10s. 10 plus 10 equals 20. Add my 1s. 5 plus 3 equals 8. Then I have to add those two together. 20 plus 8 equals 28. See how I see my number bonds? You want to do it the make 10 way, you can do the make 10 way. If you want to do the add 10, 10, okay? Let's do one more. 15 plus 13, sorry, same thing. 15 plus 13. I'm going to show you the arrow way this time. Okay, so I'm going to say 15 plus 5, because I know 15 plus 5 more make 20. Okay, yeah. Then we're going to 20. Any ideas? Well, we're trying what? Trying to make 28. So we'd need to add 8 more to make 28. Okay, it's a little trickier. Arrow way is not exactly easy, but you can do it if you know how to. All right, so I need to see one of those 3 strategies on your work for A, B, C, D, E, F, and G, and H. Okay, so you're going to pick either use quick 10 drawings, either use number bonds, or use the arrow way. I need to see one of those on yours. If you want to do the first 4 with the quick 10s and 2 of them with the number bond and a few with the arrow way, that's fine. You choose how you want to do it, but I need to see something on that paper. Okay. Don't forget you're going to do your exit also, and then you're going to turn it into me. If you have any questions, email me or message me. All right, friends, I'll see you on our next lesson. Bye.